Sure.
Let's do domain first.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Should we include 0?
No.
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know in this case. I think if we're going to write a really good question, I think we have to say not at most 5 lines can be on the plan. I would say where the teacher needs to tell you there can be from 0 to 5 lines on the plan, or 1 to 5 lines on the plan, because that's a Verizon question. I don't know. Some people might say, I'm just going to get a data plan. Well, do you have to have a line of service? I don't know. So let's put 0, 1, and then what'd you say? 2,
4,
3, 4, 5. You have to write it like that. Are you guys checking your answers? Is that the same or different from this? Different. This is wrong. Why is that wrong? That's continuous. Is 1.4579 on that domain?
Yes.
Is it on that domain? No. Should it be? No. You can't have 1.4579 lines of service. All right. Range.
65.
Now that's, again, it depends on whether we include 0. If we included 0 here, what's going to be the lowest possible cost of our plan? 50. And what's it going up by each time? So what's the next one? Then? Good. Then? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the last one? What's another way to write 125? Isn't it f of 5? Isn't that the cost when there's 5 lines of service? F of 5. Do you agree? That's how you know to stop when you've done 5 lines of service. That's the range. All right, given the equation, identify the x and y intercepts, then graph. X-intercept first. What do we know the value is going to be for 0? The x value or the y value, Braden? The y value. So we're plugging in 0 for y. What is 9 times 0? So this is 12x equals 36. Divide by 12, x equals 3. 3, 0 is our x-intercept. And by the way, I went to graph this one up above. I went to put the red there. That red mark was up from above, and I we weren't asked to graph that one. Let's find the y-intercept. For the y-intercept, we know the blank value is going to be 0. Live. X, 0 for x. And let's plug in 0 for x. Now be careful here. All eyes up here. 12 times 0 is 0, but is this negative still there? Yeah, it's minus 9y. Divide both sides by negative 9. Y equals negative 4 when x is 0. 0, negative 1, 2, 3, 4. A lot of you on the quiz put negative 4, 0. Be careful. That's not it. That's good news for us. We have 2 points. We can graph the line. Graph that line that goes through those 2 intercepts. Next, given 2 points, identify the slope. Be sure to write the slope as a reduced fraction or a whole number. Make sure you guys are practicing these. Go home tonight and practice some more of these, all right? Let's have Logan help me out with this one. First of all, Logan, what's the slope formula?
y2 minus y1, x2 minus x4.
perfect. I would label this as x1, y1 and x2, y2. All right, Logan, let's keep it rolling.
6 minus 8.
6 minus 8. Y2 minus y1. Good. Over.
4 minus 6.
4, careful. The
Minus
equation has a minus, but the x1 is negative.
So cancel.
Yeah, so what's 6 minus 8?
Negative
Careful.
2
Negative 2. 4 minus a negative 2 is really 4 plus 2, which is
6.
6. Let's reduce it.
Negative 1/3.
Negative 1/3. Are you guys okay with reducing fractions? Good. Next. Well, we're going to run out of time. So I think you guys are good with those ones now, right? Let's go on to the next page. Now this one, yeah, it was wrong on your paper. Should we do the rise first or the run first if we're going from point to point? Do the rise. Go from left to right, up 1, 2, 3, 4. How do I know when to stop going up? Yeah, when I'm up to that height, correct, of the next point, I went up 4. And I'm going to go right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 over 6. Don't do 6 over 4. It's rise over run. 4 over 6, which reduces to 2/3. All right. Here's where I also think you guys struggled with the last quiz. I want to help you out. If you look at this line, all of you are thinking, oh, it's vertical. Then read the directions. Is it asking you for the equation of the line?
No.
If it asks you for the equation of the line, I would say x equals 1. Do you agree? X equals 1 is the equation of this line. But what's the slope of the line? Undefined. The equation is x equals 1. The slope is undefined. Undefined. Next, left to right, we go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down 8. Right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right 6. Negative 8/6 is what? Negative 4 over 3? Negative 4 over 3? Is it okay with reducing that? What's the slope of this line?
0.
0. What's the equation of the line? Y equals negative 2. The slope is 0. All right. Any questions on 12 or 13? Any of those you'd like to go over? We're going to have to be kind of selective here. 12 or 13? You guys okay with 13b? Ready? What's the slope? We're looking at it.
6x.
No.
0.
No.
6 1.
What form does it have to be in to get the slope?
Y.
Y equals mx plus b. Is it? No. We just subtract 6x. So you get negative 2y equals negative 6x plus 4. Then we have to divide by negative 2. All 3 parts. Y equals 3x minus 2. Now I can tell the slope. What's the slope? 3. What's the y-intercept? 0, negative 2. 0, negative 2. So I go over here to 0, negative 2. And then I rise 3. 1, 2, 3. I run 1. There's my line. You guys need to be able to do that. So important. You have to put it in slope-intercept form first. Okay? Everybody understand that? Bless you. Practice that tonight. All right. You guys also struggled on this one on the quiz. Just use the slope formula. 21 minus 13 over 4 minus 2. Y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. All right. And what does it represent? Feet per second? It's a speed. It's a rate. Feet per second. All right. X is the number of short sleeve shirts. Short sleeve shirts. Y is the number of long sleeve shirts. Graph the function, find its intercepts. So what's the x-intercept? Plug in 0 for
Y.
Good, let's do it. 12 times 0, we get 8x plus 0 equals 240. Divide by 8. Did you get 30?
Yes.
And you guys did really well on this part. You can have 30 short sleeve shirts and 0 long sleeve shirts. And then the y-intercept, plug in 0 for x. So divide by 12, y equals 20. You can have 20 long sleeve shirts and 0 short sleeve shirts. Graph 30, 0, and 0, 20. Label the axes, and you guys just explain what the intercepts mean. All right, study this practice test. It's going to be very similar to this tomorrow. If you have questions, I'll be happy to answer them for you.
Where should we bring the answer?
Oh yeah, I'll take the practice test answer keys up here. Actually, just put them all facing the same direction on brightness. Thanks.
You are reading what?